Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Week 15 and welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got a matchup in Week 15 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars here in a matchup here on Fox. And welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Tyler Vs 51L. Battle the last two teams that got to the postseason both met their demise and got in the hands of the New England Patriots. And for both of these two teams, these are two high-powered offenses here today. And the news around the NFL, Blake Bortles has been benched here against the Falcons. They're without their starting quarterback, Blake Bortles, and second-year quarterback Cody Kessler is going to start for the entire game while Bortles is benched. And these are two high-powered offenses and defenses, and they are both explosive with the run and with the pass. And for both of these two teams, Matt Ryan and the Falcons have a big challenge ahead of them against a really good defense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And for the mood of both of these two teams, this is a matchup here on Fox that everyone's going to want to watch here on today. Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got a matchup in Week 15, a sunny day here in Jacksonville, Florida. The skies are pretty, and the temperatures are off the charts. We got a matchup in Week 15 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons here in Week 15 around the National Football League. Jacksonville's won the toss; they have deferred, so Atlanta will get the ball to start the game, with Josh Lambo kicking away. And here we go. Marvin Hall back to receive with a lot of running room inside the 40, the 45. Well, and Marvin Hall with a great return inside the 47 of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Atlanta will get the ball with Matt Ryan to lead their offense on the field. Ryan to start with a throw, unleashes, finds his man, that's Austin Hooper, unable to come down with it. Both defenders, Jalen Ramsey and Barry Church, on the double coverage of Austin Hooper. What a year it is for both of these two teams, especially for the Atlanta Falcons. And they're explosive both with the run and with the pass. And Matt Ryan has been going over 1,000 yards for the season. But that was a great play made by the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Jalen Ramsey, who is a heck of a defender for this defense. Downfield looking for Mohamed Sanu, and it's A.J. Boy. Excellent coverage on Mohamed Sanu, and A.J. Boy, a heck of a defender along with Jalen Ramsey out of this backfield. Big time play. Looked like he was about to get a pick against Mohamed Sanu. Third down and 10. Downfield looking for Austin Hooper, and this time it's caught by Austin Hooper for a first down. This is a number-ranked defense in the league, and they giving up a lot of plays defensively in the turnover position. And this time, Austin Hooper went over a man. That was Barry Church who went down to the ground, and that was a dangerous collision there for Jalen Ramsey, who fell on his helmet. But Austin Hooper able to convert on 3rd down and 10. Ryan wants to go deep this time for Mohamed Sanu, and it's incomplete. That's that coverage again with A.J. Boy we saw last week over the New England Patriots. And what a game that was. A.J. Boy had a career high of 3 interceptions in that game against Tom Brady and the Patriots. Remember, these two teams got to the postseason and both met their demise against the New England Patriots in the postseason. And Ryan's pass is incomplete for Taylor Gabriel, who was dealing with a hamstring injury a few weeks ago. Earlier in the season, Justin Hardy, who came in to substitute Taylor Gabriel, and that was a dangerous pass. For Barry Church was looking for a takeaway. This is third down and 10 for the Falcons. Play action. Ryan throws it. Pass is caught by Julio Jones for another first down. They're 2 out of 2 on third down in this game. He's to the 14-yard line. This is a balanced defense, and they got a great defense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Calais Campbell, who came in from the Arizona Cardinals, has been a great addition for this defense. In the end zone, and it's overthrown for Mohamed Sanu. Ryan on 2nd and 10. Play action. Nobody open. Ryan throws in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey, a spectacular player, along with A.J. Boy and Barry Church. We talked about this defense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're one of the number-ranked defenses in the league. And Ryan was looking for a pass to Taylor Gabriel, but that was intercepted. Gabriel was looking for a flag, but he's not going to get one. And the defense comes up with a takeaway and find answers to stop Matt Ryan. Later on, Leonard Fournette getting blocks, but has a first down. Remember they're without their starting quarterback Blake Bortles, who's been benched the entire game. Second-year quarterback Cody Kessler is starting here today against which is a really good defense for the Atlanta Falcons. They rank 2nd in the NFL in points allowed and takeaways. Meanwhile, Leonard Fournette, stiff arm, still going, gets tripped up by Keanu Neal. Had a lot of room, but Keanu Neal doesn't make that stop. A gain of 19. This offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars has been unstoppable. You see the blocking out from Keelan Cole, and Leonard Fournette creates a nice stiff arm on Keanu Neal. This is a defense that's been giving up a lot of takeaways defensively in their zone scheme. Handoff to Leonard Fournette again for a gain of 3 that time, brought down by Bruce Irvin and DeMonte Casey, who leads the league in interceptions. Already has 6 interceptions for the year for DeMonte Casey. Then it's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen came up to stop him, so on a 2nd down and 7, they push him back for a loss of 1. What a great player in Ricardo Allen, who really solidifies this defensive backfield for the Falcons. They went for a 5-man rush, and Ricardo Allen creates a nice tackle on Leonard Fournette. They're facing their first 3rd down of the game. 3rd down and 8. Kessler wants to fire downfield, and it's caught. What a catch. Keelan Cole for a first down. A 35-yard reception for Keelan Cole, and Cody Kessler is having an outstanding start to the game. What a catch by Keelan Cole. Through 2 Falcons defenders, Robert Alford and Keanu Neal. Right now they're in the red zone. Leonard Fournette out of the backfield. Over the pass is caught. For the touchdown, Austin Seferian Jenkins. For the touchdown. Jacksonville scored on their opening possession in 5 straight games. And Cody Kessler is having an outstanding first half so far. It's hard to do against this Falcons defense, but they do it on the first play. And Lambeau knocks it through. 7-0 over the Atlanta Falcons. Lambeau kicks it away out of the 5. It's Marvin Hall, who already had a good return to start the game inside the 24-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We saw Atlanta on their last drive with a dangerous interception. And wide open is Taylor Gabriel. Off to the races. Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown. Taylor Gabriel. 75 yards on the catch and run for a touchdown for Taylor Gabriel. Oh my goodness. And Atlanta has gone on top on the board with Taylor Gabriel. Now this guy's making a difference. He scored a big touchdown a few weeks ago, and his speed is just changing the look of this offense. It's hard to do against this Jacksonville Jaguars defense, but they do it on the first play. And off the play action at a 5-man rush by the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was a big time play, and it was a first play from scrimmage in the half. This is a tie game. So far, they found an answer for this defense, for this offense. And Corey Grant takes a knee, and Jacksonville sets up at the 25. We saw Jacksonville on their last drive scored the big touchdown to Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Passes caught out of the backfield with Leonard Fournette, Deion Jones on a nice tackle for a gain of 3. They went for a 4-man rush. Vic Beasley does his nice Dwight Freeney impression on a spin move on Jeremy Parnell. Movement prior to the snap. Cody Kessler throws it downfield, and it's almost picked off. A pass that was intended for Dante Moncrief, a spectacular wide receiver who came in as a free agent from the Indianapolis Colts. And Cody Kessler and Keanu Neal thought he had an interception. 3rd down and 7 for the Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins in there. Wide open is Moncrief. Makes the catch and has a 1st down. Jacksonville spends their first timeout of the half in the second quarter. The second quarter is underway, and Cody Kessler with a great throw for Dante Moncrief. Desmond Trufant. The coverage wasn't really that bad for Trufant. We saw him last week against the Denver Broncos. What a game that was on Fox. Leonard Fournette out of the backfield gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. First guy there was Devondre Campbell, who was in on the stop, who hasn't got much playing action later in the season. And Leonard Fournette went for a screen, tried to put a stiff arm on Campbell, but Trufant came up to finish that. Meanwhile, Jacksonville's left with 1 timeout. The Falcons have all 3. Kessler fires out of the backfield for Leonard Fournette. They went after Cody Kessler one-on-one in a 4-man rush. Vic Beasley came in on the pressure. And Devondre Campbell, who we said a moment ago, hasn't had a lot of playing action on the field a couple of weeks ago. Kessler wide open as Leonard Fournette gets taken down by Robert Alford. Had a lot of room if Alford doesn't make that stop, and it's a 3-and-out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So far, Atlanta has found an answer to stop this number one scoring offense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But the Atlanta Falcons are ranked first in points per game. Logan Cook, the punter, is on the field. With the play clock winding down, Atlanta has to find an effort to get into the end zone. Andre Roberts sets the Falcons up at the 30-yard line with 10 seconds left. Atlanta at least has to get in field goal range to break this tie. Atlanta downfield looking for Julio Jones. He caught it. With 5 seconds left, and Atlanta used their first timeout of the half. And the Atlanta field goal unit is on the field just to break this tie and make it a 3-point game at the end of the second half with a Visa halftime report coming up. Bryant's kick is good. It's a 3-point game here in Jacksonville, Florida, and both defenses are looking for takeaways all game long. Some dynamic players for the Jacksonville Jaguars who made phenomenal stops later in the game. Jalen Ramsey on an interception by Taylor Gabriel. It's something that Matt Ryan has not done all season long. Throw an interception at the start of the first half. And the Visa halftime report's underway. The first half is over. The Visa halftime report's here. What a start the game with the Jacksonville Jaguars defense able to come up with a stop. This number one scoring offense in the league, Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Jalen Ramsey has been effective all game long, along with all these other defenders. You got AJ Boy and Barry Church and Calais Campbell. These are 2 dynamic defensive players for this team, and they found answers to stop these receivers for the Atlanta Falcons. But so far, Atlanta has gone on top. This is only a 3-point game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, number 1 scoring defense in the league. They're explosive in this game, and they're all over the field which is a really good Atlanta Falcons team. But Matt Ryan has to find answers to climb back into this game and beat, which is a really good defense with Jacksonville. And that's it for the Visa halftime report here. And the second half is underway. Jacksonville, won the toss, so they had the first. So Atlanta will kick it away for Jacksonville to start the second half. And here we go. The second half is underway with Corey Grant taking a knee and Cody Kessler on the field. What a day for Cody Kessler. Came in as a starter for Blake Bortles. Cody Kessler is intercepted by Atlanta. Exactly what they needed. It's Ricardo Allen, inside the 40. Ricardo Allen into Jacksonville territory. And Cody Kessler throws an interception. That was a pass intended for Dante Moncrief. Ricardo Allen came in to really solidify this defensive back for the Atlanta Falcons, and came in drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in 2014 out of Purdue. And this defense has found a way to stop this Jacksonville offense. Out of the backfield is Devontae Freeman, nowhere to go. Telvin Smith made the play. A loss of 2. They mentioned how long it's been for the Jacksonville offense since they've been on the field. We talked to Dan Quinn early in the game to say if they want to stop Jacksonville, that means he said hit them hard and play fast and play physical. What concerns him the most is ball hawking defense from the Jacksonville Jaguars and their explosive offense. 2nd and 12 after that 2-yard loss by Freeman. Ryan underneath. Sanu. Unable to, and it's well covered. AJ Boy, what a player. We saw him last week against the New England Patriots, and what a player he is to really solidify this defensive backfield for against Atlanta. They're going to get Matt Ryan there. But Julio Jones was wide open. And Ryan is taken down with the ball out. DJ Hayden. They went for a blitz that time. This is a must-convert 4th down and 12. And if Jacksonville can stop Atlanta, they'll set up in great field position. Ryan throws and he's sacked to Calais Campbell. What a play by the Jacksonville defense and Calais Campbell with a nice sack on Matt Ryan. And Jacksonville's offense is back on the field. Handoff to TJ Yeldon on a handoff. And this Jacksonville defense is looking for takeaways. That's what they need. A turnover on downs by Matt Ryan. Goes out of the backfield for Leonard Fournette. Gets hit real hard by Robert Alford. Remember, Robert Alford, who came in as a draft pick from Southern Louisiana, who had a pick 6 by Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51, 82 yards on the return. That was a game changer, but both these two teams had got to the postseason. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, the tight end, who's got a lot of playing action today against the Falcons. These two teams always meet in the preseason. Cody Kessler's pass incomplete. Keelan Cole, his intended receiver. That pass is a little too short. 3rd down in inches. They're in field goal range, and they want to tie this game. On a pitch to Leonard Fournette, nowhere to go. Deion Jones made the play. A loss of 2. Deion Jones, what a player. A New Orleans native, and who was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in 2016. One of the fastest linebackers in the National Football League. And the field goal unit's on the field. And the kick is up and good. This is a tie game again. With 19 seconds left of the 3rd quarter. Atlanta is trying to break this tie. Marvin Hall around the 6-yard line. And Hall sets the Falcons up, which is in good field position at the 28-yard line. On their last possession, wide open is Taylor Gabriel. You saw early in the game had a 75-yard TD in the first half. A screen to Julio Jones, his first reception in the game. Good for 8 yards. Julio Jones had a big game last week against the Broncos, who scored on the last drive at the end of the game with a touchdown. Julio Jones has been setting career highs for all seasons long. At the end of the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 2 is underway. 2nd down and 2. Ryan throws wide open as Austin Hooper with a 1st down and more, a catch and run of 37 for a 1st down. Austin Hooper, a dynamic tight end out of Stanford. a nice player for this offense. And Atlanta will be in field goal range inside the 20-yard line. Wide open, what a catch! Julio Jones down inside the 1 to set up 1st and goal. That was a beautiful one-handed catch by Julio Jones. What a dynamic catch. What a catch indeed. He was working against Tashawn Gibson. He was brought down from behind by Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Boyd. And the Falcons creep closer. The break in this tie. Devontae Freeman, touchdown Atlanta. Atlanta has broken this tie with a touchdown, with a 1-yard touchdown carry for Devontae Freeman for a touchdown. It's 17-10 at the start of the 4th quarter, and Jacksonville's trying to look for a takeaway to stop the Atlanta Falcons offense. Corey Grant out of the end zone, and Grant gets hit right at the 15-yard line by Tevin Coleman. This passing game's been effective for both of these two teams, but Cody Kessler making phenomenal passes and this offense, these receivers are running clear and wide through the Atlanta Falcons defense. Downfield, and it's intercepted by Atlanta. Robert Alford, inside the 30 to the 32-yard line. There have been 2 interceptions in this game. One was by Ricardo Allen, and this guy right here, Robert Alford, with excellent coverage underneath by Dante Moncrief. There was Robert Alford has been a major factor for this defense. Pass is caught. Austin Hooper, the tight end. So far, there have been no worries for the Atlanta Falcons offense, and this offense is starting to click. It's hard to do against the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, but they do it on the first play. With Austin Hooper with a 15-yard reception for a 1st down. 56 seconds left. Atlanta handoff to Freeman with a lot of running room inside the 5-yard, down near the 6, maybe the 5, and they're going to mark him just inside the 6, a gain of 9. A gain of 10 yards, actually, with a 1st and goal. The rushing game's been a little inconsistent lately for this team, but there was a nice blocking out on the edge by Chris Lindstrom and Ryan Schrader, and these 2 players for this offensive line has been a major factor here in this game. Freeman has already 1 touchdown and has a walk-in for his 2nd. 23-10. What a game. With 50 seconds left, and the Jacksonville Jaguars is on the fritz. No answers for Freeman, and this whole offense makes it 24-10 with Matt Bryant's kick good. Atlanta had some trouble in the first half, unable to scoring, but this time in the second half's different. Their offense is starting to click, and this offense is coordinated by Kyle Shanahan. Jacksonville's on the field. Austin Seferian-Jenkins in motion. Kessler throws downfield, and it's caught by number 17. Wide open is Austin Seferian-Jenkins, the tight end, for a gain of 2. Robert Alford, who already had an interception in this game, with a nice tackle. 35 seconds left. This effort has to get into the end zone. Downfield, and it's intercepted again. Ricardo Allen. This pass was high, and again it was picked off with a great coverage from Westbrook, D.D. Westbrook, in the arms of Ricardo Allen, and that can very well wrap it up. Ryan, downfield, and it's almost picked off on a pass that was intended for Julio Jones. Jalen Ramsey's been playing well all this game long, and so far he's been finding answers to stop Julio Jones. 97 for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Yannick Ngakoue. With a nice tackle on Tevin Coleman, who has his first action of the game. Rushed for 5 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 5 for the Falcons. 3rd down and 5. Handoff to Coleman. Coleman plows ahead for another 1st down for the Falcons. From there, 30-yard line. And Freeman found a hole. He's across midfield. Devontae Freeman inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown. 55 yards on the catch, on a run, on the carry for a touchdown. Oh my goodness. And Atlanta builds upon their lead on a 65-yard touchdown run. This is basically a team that went to the Super Bowl a couple of seasons ago, and Freeman gets to spike it, and it gets into the end zone. This to make it 31 to this to make an 11-point game. 31 to 10. What a game. This Atlanta Falcons team could be hard to stop. They're in first place in their division, and in their schedule they got Baltimore in week 16 and the New Orleans Saints at week 17 in the final regular season game. And that's it. That's it in Jacksonville, Florida. The Atlanta Falcons win it with a 31 to 10 game. We'll see you next week on against Baltimore on CBS. And they got 2 games left. The New Orleans Saints in the final regular season game. Baltimore. We'll see you next week on CBS. Goodbye.